Hello, everybody. Welcome back, Space Engineers. I created a funnel. I used all of our resources to do it, but it was so worth it. I don't think it was worth it. We have no resources left. We're very poor. But it looks cool, I think. So I changed it a bit. From what I showed you in the last episode. I didn't even give you the opportunity to give me your feedback. I changed it without you. But here it is. I grinded out the original stuff that was there, got rid of the spherical grav gens. I relocated them over, so they're kind of a bit further apart, and they're fairly exposed, but I think that's okay. And I added in this thing, as we talked about, a little thing for stuff to hit. And then I used... that is with the lights on. That's just terrible. I used the interior pillars here just to fasten it, and then there's nothing up here, but we could theoretically keep it going and put it all the way up, or a fair of the way up until the opening. And yeah, and then I added in just some decorative stuff. So I was figuring out what to do at this point, basically. After it got here, I couldn't continue this pattern with the 2x1 armors. We ended up with parts that we couldn't fill in, and I used those just regular blocks. So I did decide to just chop it right there, and instead I added on, I think, 1 or 2 layers further down, just to make it a bit more substantial of a cone or a funnel. So that's what I ended up doing. And then I ended up moving, what did I do? I moved the whole thing down with Tugger 2, which you probably saw in the intro. So I took what we had, moved it down, I think, a bit, or did I move it up? No, yeah, I moved it down a bit and added on a couple layers. But I think what we might end up doing is moving the whole thing back up again, because it's a bit lower than where we had planned to have the hull. So if we look there, that's kind of what we were thinking about. And this used to line up with the bottom of the funnel, or where I was going to have the funnel, and now it's, what, like 3 blocks lower? Or 4 blocks lower? So I think we might move that back up a bit, another 2 or 3 blocks. So we'll probably grind out this thing to do that. But for now, this should work, and I think it'll be okay. So what I want to do today is get some more stuff, because we are low, and I used a whole ton of iron on this thing. So let's see what we got for ingots. I don't think we have too much, but we'll see here. Okay, platinum, magnesium, cobalt. Yeah, we don't really have much there. That's just an assembler. Let's see. I guess I have to clear out the assemblers. There's a bit of iron there. It looks like we're still making some stuff. A bit more iron. We should still have... Oh no, yeah, we're running low. So this is our last stockpile of iron, and we're almost out. So I had 2 of these full for a little while, but I just made a whole bunch of steel plates and stuff like that for all that heavy armor. It looks like this is silver, gravel. Yeah, I'm not sure where everything is. I think we have gold somewhere. Maybe. But anyway, what that means is we need to go mining again. So we're going to go do that. One thing I didn't mention, when I was taking out the mining hauler, I ended up putting a gravity generator over here, because a lot of stuff was getting stuck on the ship itself, and I'm sure a lot of it despawned. So I used that gravity generator. And I accidentally, when I finished welding it, it turned on and launched a whole bunch of stuff out that way. And I don't think I turned it off again in time for the spherical gravity generator to pull it back in. So I think I jettisoned a whole ton of material out that way by accident. But this kind of helped a little bit. And a couple of you had mentioned maybe put some gravity ships around or something to help pull those off. So that might be something we look into the next time we want to grind. See if there's something we can do to tackle that problem. Alright, we're going to head down to the asteroid with Chip. We're going to go visit our good friend Skimmer. We'll oh, your weapons are hot. Let's turn that off. There we go. We'll go see Shredder's big brother, sister, sisterette. But yeah, we'll head down here. Just coast. Wait, let's aim away from the asteroid a bit. And we'll cruise at about 20. And then, can we stay in range? What's Chip's antenna at? 5,000. I wonder if we'll stay in range of things to be able to remote into Skimmer here. Okay. Where's your remote? Thank you. And what do you have for cameras? You don't have any cameras set up. Camera right. Put you there. Camera left. Put you there. Camera bottom. Camera back. Oh, you got a lot of cameras. Camera top. So many cameras. Where's your front? Front. There we go. Alright. Oh, wow. Asteroid just generated. Oh, it's rendering. Okay. And which one was start? Start, stop, emergency top. Okay, so everything's set to jettison stone. I forgot to put the item count back down, so we might have some issues. But let's just go ahead and start it. There's also a mod I might want to try here, depending on how well this goes, or how terribly this goes. And it's moving, just slowly. That's the, I don't know which camera that is. That's the back. What a view. Can't see anything. And that one is what? Up? That one must be down. Center. Okay. Let's just let that go. We're still quite a ways away. Let's accelerate. Just go faster. I hope they change it so you can't hear sensors from across the galaxy. That'd be pretty cool. Click, 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 click. Alright. While we're heading down here, we'll just let Skimmer do its thing. I'm pretty sure I set Skimmer up to be jettison stuff. Let's take a look at the filter. Whitelist stone, yeah. So it should be storing everything other than stone at the moment. Currently it's just taking the stone and it's getting ejected. Doesn't seem to have anything other than stone, except for a bit of uranium. Oh, there's some iron. Not much. It's okay. We'll get to the juicy part. Alright, so you're okay. You keep doing what you're doing. Alright, so they've told us that they're going to be adding in planets into the game, which will be pretty interesting. I'm not sure. I like the idea of it. I don't have faith in the performance of it just yet, but I'm sure things will be done to accommodate that, and that's probably why some of the asteroid stuff has been changing, the voxel stuff maybe, in preparation for some of the planet things that are coming in. But, so they're talking about having, I can't remember how big they're going to be, but essentially I don't know if they're trying to address the issue with them popping into existence like asteroids do, so I think they want them to be viewable from a lot further of a render distance than you can see the asteroids and stuff like that. And then there's the matter of how do you get to the planet, or how far away the planet is, how big the planet is, and all that kind of stuff. What I would love to see in this game, which I don't think we will, but maybe we will, is for these asteroids to not be stationary, and to things to actually be... I mean, technically I see this as we are orbiting the sun right now. Even though everything is stationary, we're in a static grid, you can assume that we're kind of moving. Except everything is moving at the same speed, in the same direction, and keeping the same distance between each other, which is kind of odd. But I mean, you can kind of... I assume we can just kind of pretend like that's what's happening. So you could assume we are orbiting the sun, it's just taking everything so slow that you don't notice that you're actually moving, kind of thing. So in most respect, that works quite well in this game. Oh god, here comes the lag. So what I might do here is, once we get into position, is I'm going to load up the world again. I'll probably lower the item count. I'm also going to load up a mod for mining to see if that helps, or how much that helps with performance. But yeah, I'd love to see if they can make it so asteroids and stuff, everything was actually moving. And instead of a static grid, you would just kind of reference the closest body that you are close to, and your position would be based off its position, and its position would calculate itself in relative to all the other asteroids and stuff. But they could all be moving, and they could collide eventually and stuff like that. And the Earth, or not the Earth, but the planets could be spinning, and they could have a gravitational influence and all that kind of stuff. What you doing, Skimmer? Have you destroyed yourself, or are you just going incredibly slow? Incredibly slow. Good job. So yeah, a bit of a performance hit down here. You can probably tell. But stuttering and stuff like that. But yeah, if you remember If anyone's seen the movie, oh, what was it called? AE, After Earth, I think. It was a cartoon. And there was a scene in that one where they're flying and they're in this asteroid field. The asteroids are like giant, almost like icebergs kind of thing. But they're kind of colliding and crushing, and the ship is kind of just maneuvering through the asteroids as they're smashing into each other. I think something like that would be pretty cool, but I don't think it's feasible. I mean, currently the world crawls to a halt whenever any physics calculation has to occur. I can't imagine two asteroids smashing into each other would be something easy to calculate. Alright, so let me go ahead and load up that mod. Okay, mod is loaded, item count decreased. So the item count's going to have an effect anyway, so that should increase performance. But it looks like we gained about 10 frames, maybe a bit less. Let there be light. And it looks like it gets rid of all the particle stuff, which is actually kind of good. Yeah, it gets rid of all the smoke. That's a good idea, because really, I think I talked about that. That's not something we need right now. It's cool if the game looks good, but it's probably more important that it performs well, make it look pretty later, when you can optimize stuff to make use of all that prettiness. But for now, probably best not to do that. Just get it to run well. And it's still a bit choppy, but I do love the mining. Are you? What's broken? I guess you did get shut up the other day, didn't you? And I let it happen. There you go. Sorry. Can't fix that. Beautiful. What do you have on you now? So technically, Shredder is also a cephalodroid. Huh? Yeah? Okay. There we go. Some iron. Uranium. I'm not sure how we're doing on uranium. I think we have a bunch refined back at the base. I think we have like 70-something in the refineries. Or the reactors, I mean. Small reactor. Yeah, I think they were just constantly pulling. 82. Yeah, I think we have a decent amount. That should last us a while, I think. So yeah, going back to the asteroid stuff moving, if they could move. If they were moving, I wouldn't want them like coasting around really fast, but it might be interesting if they were just gradually moving. Like if we looked at this guy, maybe he was actually on a collision course with us, but it would take a very long time for it to get here. So that you could kind of slowly watch it, and you'd have time to basically build a base if you wanted to, or build a ship before it got here, and get out of the way or something like that, or mine the asteroid until the thing got close enough and you knew you had to get out of there. So that might be fun, but I don't know how possible that is. And then if we do get planets, if we could see a planet, there's the issue with how long will it take you to actually get to that planet. So if it can render to the point where it doesn't just pop into existence, does it start off as a little dot in the sky and you can get close enough to it and it gradually gets bigger and bigger? If so, how long would that take with our current like speed limit, which is opened up on this world, but even with it increased, I'm not sure how long it would take or how far away it would be. So it should be interesting to see how they do it. I'm hoping we probably get like DirectX 11 beforehand, which should help with performance issues, or help our computers better handle this stuff. And then from there, maybe we'll get the planets and stuff. And I think they're working on a new multiplayer code as well, which will be good. All right, Skimmer. Well, you missed that gold. See this stuff? You see it? Okay. Skimmer's still going. Oh, it looks like I went through some uranium. How you doing? Have you blown yourself up yet? Nope. Looking good. Alright, well I'm going to let Skimmer go here for a while. And probably fill up. And then we're going to take her back to the base and unload. And then we'll have to look at how we're going to do that in the future, because we won't want to do this every time. We don't want to fly her up. Although she does have that one large thruster, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, what do you have? Got some silver, your iron, gold. Much gold? A little bit of gold. A little bit more. Cobalt. What I want to see, we need some silicon as well, so hopefully it goes through a patch of silicon eventually. If not, I might have to purposefully try to find some. I don't see any. No. Come on, find some silicon. But yeah, that's going to take a while. So I will bring you back in a little bit. Hey, look at that, little squares. This asteroid has water. Actually, it looks like it might have just shut itself down. Let's go investigate. I imagine it's shutdown sensor. It looks like it might have tilted down too much. So its back end would have hit. Let's not crash ourselves. Must have just... Okay. Fire it back up. Oh, don't crash. This needs to get me home. Okay. Although we can technically coast home. I would like to see some changes to how we move around in this game. We're basically in creative mode with the jetpack. It would be cool if it was more restrictive and you actually had to use ships to get around. Getting jettisoned into space was a death sentence or something. Alright. Schema. Start up again. See if it'll get past. Oh. It's tilting down. I think it'll be okay now. Okay. You're on your own, Schema. Unless this kind of takes you out. This little mountain. It might trigger one of his sensors, I'm not sure. It's pretty close. Okay, well, looks like things are getting pretty full. Some of the drills are filling up. Some of the top ones I don't think fill up very often, or fill up that quickly, or at all, by the looks of it. But I think we're good enough. So let's go ahead and shut that down. There you go. Alright. Now the fun part of flying home. Is home up? Yeah, home is up. Alright, Schema. Time to go home. Or, I guess this is your home. You've never been anywhere else. Oh god. This is gonna take a while. Let's turn off dampeners. Up, up, and away! Alright. And then we will tilt. Which way is up? Nope, up. Looks kind of funny. Don't smash. Okay. Now it should be able to use more thrust. Theoretically. Large thruster. On. I think that's still getting turned off by accident. Alright, I won't go too fast, but let's head up at about 10? Okay. Then we'll follow. Make sure the path is clear. Make sure it's actually heading in the right direction. Would probably be a good idea as well. You're not really heading in the right direction. You kind of are. Okay, let's do a course correct. Let's send Chip this way. Okay. Well, you don't need to go faster than Skimmer, I suppose. Okay. Skimmer. Whoop. Hi, Molar. Talk to you later. Bye. Remote control. Camera 5. Let's line that up a little bit better. Wait. Nope. Looks like where's the base? Let's not head back to the asteroid. Oh, there's Chip. Chip's getting away from us. Alright, so we'll aim beside the base, you know, just in case we overshoot. I don't want to crash. I'm going to come to a stop here, cancel out our motion, and then we'll just start up again. With our large thruster, we can accelerate relatively quickly. I mean, not like super quick, but not too bad considering the size of the thing and the weight of the thing. I think that large thruster was a good idea. Alright. Let's go a bit faster. I'll start slowing down maybe when we get close. So what I would love to see in this game as well is if we could be moving all the time. Let's say we do get planets in the game and there's one really far away. That's going to take a fair bit of time to get there. So it'd be cool if we could just set our station adrift, kind of in the direction of the planet, as well as our ships and stuff like that. So we could be just kind of moving in that general direction. If the game could handle that, if it could handle moving ships as well as it handles them stationary, which is why I've heard people talking about changing, like in the forums, different ideas on how to track items. Instead of having a static grid, doing reference point stuff where you're based off the closest object that you are near, like an asteroid or something. But things across, like really far away from here, wouldn't be based off that same grid. They'd just be based off their own little grid kind of thing. So if that could be done in a way so that if you are moving, it doesn't appear like you're moving. Like right now, we're coasting, but I mean, we're practically still. Not quite. But if we were able to be still, for all intents and purposes, we're not moving again, even though the things around us would be moving. So I think it would be cool, and this is kind of what I would love the game to be, is I'd love that we could just be coasting around, floating with our ships, and then if we did need ores, we could just stop or slow down and match speed with an asteroid and go down there and mine, come back up, and continue drifting on our way. I'm hoping kind of the game could get to a stage where that's kind of possible, because I think that would be a lot of fun if you could just be moving. So if we could be building that station that we're building right now, but be moving at the same time. So asteroids would be slowly passing us by. We'd have to look out for maybe collision courses that we'd have to try to avoid, but hopefully we'd be moving at a speed that we could avoid them, or we'd get enough of a warning that we could adjust our course. So in that case, we'd probably need better sensor equipment and stuff in the game so that you could detect things from afar, all that kind of stuff, detect bodies, asteroids, be able to set up warnings or trigger events for the ship to stop or maneuver out of the way or something like that. So we'll see. This game still has a lot of promise, I think, a lot of possibilities. It's just a matter of time. Got to give them time to develop the game and see what they're able to do. And yeah, I mean, this game is still a lot of fun for me. I enjoy the building aspect. I'm not so much into the multiplayer or the PvP or that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff that is broken in the game doesn't appeal to me that much anyway. So the stuff that works relatively well is the building and the small ships, the mining and stuff like that. The fighting is hit or miss, I find, but it can be quite enjoyable. But I'm hoping to get more into that now that we have our grav shaft set up again for grinding. Hopefully we can go out and collect some more cargo ships to have Shredder disassemble. Alright, let's continue coasting. We're back at base. Skimmer is getting into position. It's gonna take out Tugger. Don't do it. Tugger's our friend. Even though it's ugly and crude, we still love her. Now you're fine. You're actually miles away. Oops. Right, I'm still controlling you. I knew that. So we are just going to position ourselves. There we go. Underneath this thing. Which way do I have to move? We don't have to get too close. And while we do that, let's see here. Oh, no, wrong way. I'm going to turn off the refineries for now. Man, we lost like all of our groups. That's kind of pooey. Yeah, let's turn those off. We'll turn off the arcs. Where are the furnaces? Arc before I crash would be preferable. Turn those off as well. All right, and looks like we were not moving directly upwards. So let's get back into position. All right, and let's take a peek at what we look like. That is probably good. So right now this design with the funnel is kind of good, but kind of bad. If anything makes it above the funnel, it will get stuck on the funnel. There's no way for it to get kind of collected or make its way in there. So that's kind of bad. I'm not going to worry about it because ideally that won't happen once it's all done. And hopefully we can control it so it doesn't happen now. And I'm hoping the funnel's big enough that things won't find its way out. Alright, so I have increased the item count back up to what it was. So now we're going to change the filter to blacklist stone. And then, what can you do with the filter? Hang on a second, let me just see. Timer block. Filter. There it is. What does it give us the option of? Wow. It's pretty limited. Toggle block on and drain on and off. What I'd like to see is the ability to toggle between whitelist and blacklist and stuff like that. But I guess that's what program block could maybe do. Okay. So that's set up. So we just need the ejectors or connectors. They're there. Turn those on. It should start pooping. There it goes. Oh wait, we have to turn the grav shaft on. Technicality. I haven't actually tested it, so let's see if it works. Looks cool. Don't kill me. Oh, it's beautiful. So the gravs are set pretty low again, so we can only have like 1.1 G here. They're all collecting. Are they heading up? They are. Let's head to spectator. Spectator, give us a few phase through the stuff. There we go. All right, here, let's go down here. Whoop. That looks awesome. So to me, it looks like things are making it. I don't think anything's escaping the funnel by the looks of it. I'll have to see if things get stuck though. Because it's got like curvy bits here that aren't really necessary. They're just for kind of looks. So like, oh, hey, owie. And hopefully they're not coming at me at force so they won't kill me. So stuff like this. I mean, the spherical should be pulling it down. And the gravity doesn't take effect here until you get into the shaft. That was the other thing I wasn't too sure of. If stuff would get stuck on these. It looked like something did, but it looks like they're getting knocked loose. Oh, I love this look. Okay, hang on. Oh, we need a camera like right here. And then you just look up. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, there we go. That is our restock. We'll see how much that gets us. Oops. I did see some silicon in there, so we do have that. No? We don't have anything? Collectors are taking... Oh, maybe we haven't gotten any yet. Maybe it's still unloading. Iron and cobalt. Let's see here. We'll do collector 11. We need 3 pages to see it all. But it's taking it. Silver, uranium. We should get a bit of everything, I think. Although I didn't see any platinum. Oh, there's some platinum. We could probably start refining platinum again. So while this is happening... Oh, I like it so much. So pretty. So pretty. I missed you, mining. I'm so glad Graveshaft is up again. See, it's not obsolete. We're still using it. Cool. Yeah, it'd be awesome if this thing was... Okay, envision this. Asteroid below. Skimmer going around the asteroid. Our station following Skimmer around the asteroid. That would be awesome. I don't think we could pull that off. Ship got too big. But yes, what I'm going to be doing now is probably we should look at upgrading maybe our refineries. Look at those upgrade modules, see if that's worth doing. Since some of them do basically increase the yield, it might be worth doing. That means we'll get more ingots out of the ore we have. So there are certain ores I would like to do that for, like platinum probably. Iron, probably not so much a concern. There's the dilemma now that I believe refineries are more efficient than arc furnaces with their upgrades and stuff. So there is that aspect. Do these guys have upgrades? They don't seem to. I wonder if they will add that in. I can't even see the back of them. Can we place one? But in terms of iron, I think we can get that in such bulk that I'm not too concerned with it. So we'll probably only concern ourselves with stuff like platinum and maybe uranium. I'm not too sure. What did I want? Oh yeah, I want to look at the arc. See, talking and brain function don't go hand in hand. Okay, no, it doesn't have any. Doesn't have any yet anyway. So yeah, I'm wondering if they'll balance that, because it probably makes sense for the arc furnaces to always be more efficient with iron and stuff like that, but maybe not. But yeah, we'll leave that. Oh, that's a horrible place to fly into. We'll leave that, but before I turn it back on, yeah, we'll look at doing some upgrades. And then what I needed the silicon for was to complete this thing. I don't really have enough to do the glass. And we need some more stuff for sensors, the radio communication equipment and stuff like that. And then hopefully this thing can get sealed up and mostly complete. And I believe one of you I know is waiting for this guy, so I will load. I'll probably put the control room itself onto the workshop for you to check out. And yeah, alright guys, but that's it for today. See you next time. Oh, you're so cute. Who's that?